Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. We turned our season around, we made it into the playoffs, and now we have to make it past Truro, who beat us 4-1 7 games ago. What's happening, guys? Hello and welcome to Season 3, Episode 13 of Unknown to Icon. As you can see, the season's over. Obviously, in the last one, we played right up until the Dartford and Farnborough game, and then obviously off camera, I played against Slough, which we did manage to pick up a 3-1 win in. I will show you the goals for that game quickly before we jump into our playoff match for today. But we are up against Truro. Unfortunately, we did get beaten by Truro 4-1 7 games ago away from home, and we're away from home again. So it's not looking great, but I've got this feeling that playoffs might be a bit different, you know? Do I think we'll win the playoffs? Probably not. Do I think we might make it past Truro? I think there's a 50-50 chance. We've got a real good reason to sort of buck up our ideas and get a win against them today, you know? We were not supposed to be here, so we will give it everything. Whereas I imagine they were probably expecting to be here at the start of the season, so they might be a little bit lackluster playing against us, and they might let us off a bit easy. So we'll see if we can take advantage of that. Just wanted to obviously jump in and have a very, very quick look at the last game against Slough. As you can see, it was a 3-1 win. Pretty close game, to be honest. 13 shots for them, 10 shots for us, 8 on target for them, and 4 for us. So oddly enough, they actually were probably the better side. The XG says that we should have won the game. So fair enough. And we had better possession. So we're happy about it. But I was a little bit concerned at how much they were dominating us. And we just happened to make it past them. Jack Connor with a 9 rating and a hat-trick for him, which was unbelievable. Dawes getting himself assist on the right wing again. He is only decent on the right wing. He plays very, very poorly on the left, which is very interesting to me. Wesley, 6.9, not bad. Bogle Campbell and Aaron Cole making up the midfield for this game. Not too bad at all. So, obviously, there was 3 goals to have a look at and 1 goal for them. So, they did score first as well. So, they took an early lead against us. Let's jump in and have a quick look at the goals in this game. Here we go then. Rodbert, down to Flanagan. I thought Aaron Cole stripped him away, but just gets absolutely bullied off the ball. Dixon passes it to Cosgrave and just smashes it into that top sort of right-hand corner of the goal. Penalty was the first one for Jack Connor. Slotted it in the bottom left-hand corner. Obviously, Charlie Hughes not on the field, so he couldn't play today. Joe Wesley, burst of pace, makes himself available in the box. Tries to put a cross in. Not going to happen, but that is one hell of a header from near the edge of the box and somehow knocks its way in off of the crossbar. Then out to Will Dawes. This is where his assist comes from. Lovely cross into the box and another header. So that's 2 headers and a penalty for Jack Connor. If he'd have scored with his left foot, it would have been a perfect hat-trick. We would have been over the moon. But either way, great performance from him, and he will be in our starting 11 today. Speaking of the starting lineup for today then, we have gone for a full-strength squad. We are going to leave nothing to chance. We're going to give absolutely everything. So this is the team as it stands. Miles Roberts in goal, Taylor at left back, Walsall and Grant obviously making up centre back pair with Connor Roberts at right back. Lapsley and Bogle Campbell are making up our central midfield too, with McLean on the left, Sam Osborne on the right. Apparently he's fit enough to play, and Will Dawes picked up an injury against Slough, so he's not an option for us, and Hussein is not getting anywhere near the team. So Sam Osborne comes in. If this makes his injury a little bit worse, it's okay. He might just be able to recover over the off-season. We'll see how we go. And then, obviously, up top, Hughes and Jack Connor available. We are going on a positive mentality. I know we're away from home and it's probably a little bit dangerous, but we are going to stick it to these lads, play our game, and maybe get promoted to the National League. Alrighty, here we go. Truro against Ebbsfleet United. Now, obviously, they've been in decent form. Draw, 3 wins and a loss in their last 5 games. We have got 4 wins and 1 loss in our last 5. I think we've got this. I might get proven wrong here. Obviously, we are away from home. It is going to be a very, very tough game. We are definitely at a disadvantage, but we are going to give it 100% for the entire 90 minutes and hopefully secure ourselves a spot in the next round of the playoffs. Saying that though, ball in from Stafford, first corner of the game. Connor Roberts goes to make the challenge outside. Unfortunately, wasn't able to do it, and it's come off Jake Grant apparently for a corner. Not quite sure how that's happened. Either way, Stafford with another corner. Not sure I like the fact that they're consistently pressing us up our end, but that's great header away from the box. Sam Osborne over there making sure that his man's busy and he's not having an easy time. 15 minutes into the game, it looks like we're kind of shutting them out at least a little bit. Obviously, they've had one shot. We've had one and one on target now at 26 minutes into the game. But there is another highlight here for Truro. Martin out to Hindle. Martin turns around, holds up the play, back to Blythe, across to Stafford in the middle. Smith playing a little triangle around us. Ball over the top. Jake Grant is able to get there, but unfortunately, Dean beats Walsall to the ball. Somehow he's broken away from Ethan Walsall. Hindle's there, and that is the first goal of the game. That is poor defending from Ethan Walsall there. He should be sticking to his man. How does he let him run him riot like this? He just absolutely runs rings around him. Turns, what's that? The overstep. And the boys in the box should have done better there, to be honest. That is not good enough. That's not the ideal start at all. Right. Let's demand a bit more from the boys. We need to pick this up. We cannot continue to play like this. 6.4/6.5 from Jack Connor is not good enough up top. But we do have Joe Wesley to come on off the bench. It looks like we're still having a decent amount of opportunity there. 4 shots, 2 on target compared to their 4 and 1. We're consistently holding more of the possession. Just unfortunately, the XG and the goal has not gone in our favour. Let's get into the second half after I rip these boys a new one in the dressing room. All right, here we come out for the second half then. Immediate highlight, Miles Roberts. We're playing out from the back. Going to go one of two ways, isn't it? We're either going to take it all the way up the field and score a fantastic team goal, or they're going to strip the ball off us and they're probably going to score. And there it is where they strip the ball off us. Taylor has recovered it though. That is lovely. He tries to find Bogle Campbell in the middle, but unfortunately just not able to get it past their player. Eagle now down the right wing. Is he going to be stopped? Ball over the top. Oh, Harvey's in complete space. Thank the Lord for Miles Roberts being quick and it being offside anyway. Right, we'll encourage the boys. We do need a little bit more out of them here. We are just not performing at our best, which today is really not the day for us to be doing that. Obviously, we've got Ryan McLean there, not having the best of games on a 6.5. I have nobody to replace him with. Thought Joel Taylor was going to get it again there, and Hindle scored another one. Oh, this could be embarrassing here. This could be embarrassing. Eagle up the wing. Taylor doesn't manage to make the tackle, and that is just poor. We should be defending better than that. How are we letting him in behind us to just tuck away a second goal and make it relatively cruisy for these guys? I just realised that Joel Taylor is on a 6.2, so he's come off and Lorden's come on. We've put Aaron Cole into the middle. We are now playing George Lapsley at right wing and Sam Osborne on the left wing as an inverted winger. We are going to bump it up to attacking and we are going to scream at the lads and demand a bit more from them because this is not good enough. Charlie Hughes takes the ball down. Oh dear. Thankfully, they missed that opportunity. We are just handing them opportunities at the moment. Here you are, lads. Have another crack. Have another crack. Have another crack. Why not? It looks like Truro might just be a team one step too good for us where we are at the moment when it comes to Ebbsfleet. Ball forward from Osborne. And absolutely no paying attention there from George Lapsley. That is pathetic. He's just not paying attention to the ball. Doesn't come to challenge his man. Martin picks up the ball in midfield from a wayward ball from Sam Osborne. And they do make it 3-0. We're going to go very attacking. We're going to berate the lads for a poor performance. 6.2 and 6.3 for Sam Osborne after moving across to the to the left-hand side. And that, unfortunately, I think is going to be it. 2 minutes left of normal time to play. And I think that's just the way it goes, you know. I think Truro probably just are a team that are slightly too good for us at the moment. We have pulled one back in the form of Sam Osborne managing to sneak one in the back post, but it's not going to count anyway because he's offside. Joe Wesley is offside. Shock, horror. Joe Wesley has been offside more than the rest of the division put together, I think, this season. Lorden picks it up, and that is full time. Definitely not the way we wanted things to go, and my optimism very quickly fell away. But the frustrating thing about a game like this is it looked like we almost held our own away from home, 12-10, 5-3. 1.95 XG. They definitely beat us on XG, so they had the better chances and made the better of their chances. But we controlled the possession and just somehow did nothing. 3-0 loss to Truro, and that is our season over. All right, look, enough of all of that doom and gloom after that very poor performance against Truro. Let's have a look at our season review. And to be honest with you, what a season it's been. Obviously, it's a little bit difficult for me to go through in terms of arrivals because none of these are from me at all, apart from Daniel Baldwin, who we brought in on loan. Sam Osborne, great player. Going to try my best to keep him on. He is an absolute top winger, so we definitely would like to keep him if possible. And he played all of the games near enough for the whole season. 9 goals, 10 assists, 7.12. Cracking player. Jake Grant also came in from Crystal Palace. 42 appearances from him. 1 goal he scored, 0 assists, but a 7.04 as an average rating. Mikel Bogle-Campbell came in from Fulham this season. Also a great signing. Ethan Walsall, again, did really well. You know, lots of these new players that came into the squad have been very, very good. I don't know what they were thinking bringing in Ben Bottomley, to be honest with you. But I can't get too irate about any of these signings or too excited about any of these signings because none of them are mine. In terms of transfers out, we didn't do any of those either. Looks like nobody that I said, Taylor Maloney, sorry, we let go towards the end of the season. Unfortunately, he just had a bit of a whinge about his playing time and I was just not having it. So we moved him on. Let's have a look at the season's results, how it unfolded. Be competitive in the FA Cup. I feel like we probably failed that, did we not? Final position, first round. I suppose we got to the first round. I don't know whether we come in at the first round or not, but maybe we come in at qualifying rounds. Be competitive in the FA Trophy. We got to the 4th round. That was a much better position. Top goal scoring, that was Charlie Hughes. Top goal scorer in the FA Cup was Joe Wesley. Madness. B-, obviously, there from the board in terms of the FA Cup, and a C+ for the FA Trophy. There's me saying that one's better than the other. Completely incorrect, according to the board. Getting to the first round of the FA Cup is much better than getting to the 4th round of the FA Trophy. Probably right, actually, now that I come to think about it. Moments to remember. Biggest win this season was against Haringey, where we won 4-1. Goals from Jack Connor, Wesley, Ryan McLean and Sam Osborne. Lovely stuff. Match to remember was a 3-1 win against Dover. That was a great game. I love that game. That was actually towards early part of the season. But that was a fantastic, enjoyable game away at their place. And then goal of the season was Sam Osborne. Can we have a look at this one? Yeah, I think we can. Yeah. Let's go into the game and have a little look at this goal from Sam Osborne. Goal of the season. Oh, this was the game when we had absolutely terrible performances from both of our strikers, but decent performances from the wingers. Oh, yeah, I remember this one. This is a good goal. Lovely. Miles out, just outside of the box. Straight at the keeper, pretty much, to be honest. But, found the net, and that's all that matters. So, yeah, those were our moments to remember. Some good ones in there. I'm sure we're going to have much fun at Ebbsfleet. I intend to fully stay here this year. I want to get promoted up to the National League next season, which I think, if we can curb out the finances, by the way, just on talk of finances, there has been mention of a takeover a few times. So, maybe we'll have new owners and a load of money to play with next season. Maybe not. But we need to focus on getting players out of the club that we don't want at the club, getting players into the club that we do want on slightly less wages than what we're paying at the moment, and then hopefully have a season similar to what we had this season, but just that one step better. Winning the league would be ideal. Not sure that would be possible, but we're going to give it a red hot crack. The finances. Whoa, massive red flags. Don't look anywhere near here, but shirt sales, just have a quick look at. We'll forget the rest. But Lapsley, Osborne, Aaron Call, Hughes and Grant selling the most shirts. No sponsorship deals this year. No problems at all. Obviously, we made some money and we lost a lot of money. So not a lot going on there. But we did sell 15.55k in shirts. So 261 shirts sold. I imagine that's relatively good for a team Ebbsfleet stars. How we lined up for the season, we should know this one. If they get it wrong, I'm going to be embarrassed. But Yeah, this is pretty much it. Miles Roberts, Joel Taylor, Ethan Walsall, and Jake Grant. Roberts at right back, Bogle Campbell and Lapsley, technically the wrong way round, but the correct pair. McLean and Osborne, and then Hughes and Jack Connor up front. That's spot on. That might be one of the first times that I've had that so spot on, but I have been very consistent with my lineup with this Ebbsfleet team since we took over. 4-2-4 wide. Yep. Clean slate. Don't know if that's what I'd call it. The accolades. Here we go. So I did get Manager of the Month for December, which was obviously nice to pick up an award. Fans Player of the Season was Sam Osborne. Not surprised there. Top player. Jake Grant, Young Player of the Season. Again, not surprised. Signing of the season, Evan Foggy. I hope you're as confused with that as I am. Because these two lads, I'm sure, were new signings this season. Is that not what he said? How on earth is Evan Foggy, who appeared a total of 11 times across the course of the season, signing of the season? Have they done that as a joke, the fans, or something? Goal of the season, Sam Osborne, obviously we know. Top goal scorer, Charlie Hughes. Big surprise for me. I was actually going to move him on because I said he was old and I wanted to play with the younger boys and bring in somebody else. But 27 goals out of Charlie Hughes, and I believe that's 27 league goals. Maybe it's 27 all competitions. Most assists from Sam Osborne, 10 assists. Lovely job. Player of the Match awards, most of them was Charlie Hughes, which is very interesting because that must be across all competitions, definitely then, because Sam Osborne actually broke the record for the most Man of the Match awards in the league, which I believe was 7. There you go. Record breakers. Most Player of the Match awards in a season. Sam Osborne, 7 Player of the Match. Highest average rating was Sam Osborne with a 7.1, and most passes completed per 90 was Ethan Walsall with 65 passes per 90 minutes. Obviously, most goals, Charlie Hughes. Most goals in a match, Charlie Hughes with 3. And then worst discipline, Ethan Walsall. I remember it's hilarious. I remember when Jake Grant and Ethan Walsall came back very early on in my time at Ebbsfleet, and Ethan Walsall saw Jake Grant getting sent off, or seeing him be suspended, I think it was, for maybe one too many yellow cards, and just went, you know what? I'm going to get sent off. Bang. Horrendous challenge. Same game. 7 yellow cards, 2 red cards for him. Naughty, naughty boy, Ethan Walsall. History in the making, apparently. The spell of football in the middle of the season was the making of Ebbsfleet. Nice to know. Once Ebbsfleet got rolling midway through the season, it looked hard to stop them finishing impressively overall. I am very happy with where we finished overall, to be honest with you. 6th spot in the league, in the playoffs, when we started in 31st. Pretty damn good. Let's have a look at the world's most dynamic manager timeline. Obviously, we got hired at Banbridge. Then we went to Ballon and Mallard. Brought a few future stars. Cushney was a bit prolific. This season, James McCarthy on a free transfer. We lost, apparently. Team can only take so many L's. It moves quickly from tragedy to comedy. The 4 Ballon and Mallard United succumbed to in a row. Oh, I see. 4 losses in a row. Ease up there, lads. Laughter. Calm yourself. Resigned from Banbridge. Technically no, but swapped from them across to Ebbsfleet. So I suppose I did resign, yeah. Obviously, we hired as Ebbsfleet manager. Turn up. Razmataz's 100th match as manager took place in Ebbsfleet. Emirates FA Cup first round 0-0 draw with Maidstone. What a boring 100th match. Ebbsfleet finalised the free transfer of talented youngster Calvin Henry, and then Hughes keeps scoring with 27 goals, and that is apparently all that happened. That's all that happened. But this is my manager timeline, so never mind the fact that we did unbelievably well. Completely turned around Ebbsfleet's season, and obviously, as you can see, it's devastating because it is the first time that we haven't won a trophy. Next season, then, I guess we'll have to win something with Ebbsfleet, won't we? Unless some ridiculous offer comes in. At the moment, zero intention. Even if I get like an offer, maybe even from a national team side, I feel like the idea of taking Ebbsfleet up next season is more appealing to me. But by the looks of it, yeah, that is our season review. Obviously, best 11. Who gets in there from us? Charlie Hughes, Jack Connor, George Lapsley. Don't know what he's doing playing at Cam, to be honest with you. Taylor Maloney is in the all-time 11. Not from us, I don't believe, but prior to that. Miles Roberts, Jake Grant, Connor Roberts. Lovely job. We've got some players in there in the all-time best 11. And on that note, I reckon that's where we'll leave it. Well, thank you very much for joining me on this roller coaster of a season. Obviously, we'll be back next year with Ebbsfleet. Not yet next year in real life, but next year, obviously, with Ebbsfleet. I'm very much looking forward to the next season, and we will be back on Wednesday as usual with that episode. If you've enjoyed this one and the series so far, please do smash that like button. Smash a like button for the Ebbsfleet turnaround this year as well. Why not while you're there? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more FM23 content.